Welcome to SFSYou, a show created by the students for the students. Join us for a spectacular show full of enjoyment and insight as we discover what really goes on at SFSYou with your hosts, Maya, May, and Julian, and Joey on the street. Lights, camera, and action.
Joey Foisey, student on the street. I'm here at Malcolm X Plaza at the Cesar Chavez building, and I'm talking to you about movies today. We're gonna ask the real questions being, is The Godfather the best movie of all time? The answer is no. What's the other one? Are superhero movies real cinema? And do people actually like to watch documentaries? Let's find out. Student on the street, Joey Foisey. Walter, what's your favorite movie?
You want the real answer or the fake answer?
I want the real answer.
Ford versus Ferrari.
What's your fake answer?
Space Jam. No, what's your favorite movie?
Well, I was instructed to say The Boss Baby, but it's actually Boogie Nights.
Is that the dance movie?
No, it's about porn.
Oh.
Hey, what's your name?
Malia.
Malia, do you like movies?
Yes.
What are your top 3 movies?
Ooh, Hamilton, Roll Bounce, and Shark Tales.
Shark Tales.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, that's hard. I mean, I just watched Pulp Fiction for the 5th time last night. That's a great movie. The Wolf of Wall Street. Saving Private Ryan.
My ultimate favorite movie of all time is Let It Shine, the Disney Channel original movie. After that, I'm gonna have to go with the High School Musical series.
The whole series?
Yeah, the whole series.
Were you ever assigned a book to read and then you just watched the movie instead?
Can't recall.
Of Mice and Men for me.
Of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
I read the book, I think. Didn't watch the movie.
Steinbeck, who needs him?
Yes, The Great Gatsby.
Which Great Gatsby movie did you watch? DiCaprio?
Yeah, DiCaprio.
What's the best genre of movie?
I love romantic comedies.
I like comedy movies. A mix of action and comedy.
Are Marvel movies and superhero movies real cinema?
Yeah, I love Marvel movies.
What's your favorite one?
Infinity War.
Do you think that there's like a special value to documentaries, or do you think that fiction films do more?
And I think it depends on the viewer, I guess, you know what I mean? If you want more of like a learning experience out of what you're watching, or if you just want to kind of sit back and enjoy your time.
What is the most iconic movie of all time?
Ooh. I don't know if anybody's seen either Cry Baby, Ghostbusters,
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. Okay. You see it referenced all the time.
Nemo, Finding Dory,
Maybe I'd say like the Avatar movie when it came out. That was pretty like ahead of its time.
Toy Story. There's so many movies. Oh my goodness.
After all these interviews today, I wanted to watch a lot more movies, but I don't have money, and movie theaters are expensive, and streaming services are expensive. So that sucks, but maybe we can get some entertainment out of our next section, which is Maya, who has some tips for us about something. Probably. Student on the street, Joey Foisey. Get out of here.
Do you ever wonder how your favorite film was made? Or ever thought about getting into filmmaking? Well, college is the best time to try something new. And luckily, San Francisco State is the perfect place to do so because we have endless resources to help you begin your filmmaking journey. Not only through our cinema and broadcasting departments, but also through our student organizations. Here at SF State, we have the Cinema Collective, the Black Film Club, the Queer Cinema Coalition, Animation Society, and even a co-ed film fraternity, Delta Kappa Alpha. And that's just to name a few. Now, each of these student organizations host events and produce film projects that you can be a part of, regardless of your major. You can find a whole list of these orgs tagged on our Instagram at SFSYou_YOU. Now, this survival guide right here wouldn't have such great tips without the help of students like you. So that's why today we have a special guest who will add some helpful tips to these pages. He has made it through almost 4 years of cinema studies and just finished writing and directing his latest thesis film titled Through the Wire. Along the way, he's collected tips for those looking to start their filmmaking journey. Please welcome Kevin Kodama. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, thank you for having me, Maya. All right, so tips to help start your filmmaking journey. You ready?
I am ready. Go for it.
All right, number 1, don't worry about the fancy equipment. Practice on whatever camera you have, even if it's your phone. Get to know all of its functions because the more you practice, the more you can experiment and find your cinematic style. Number 2, there are lots of components to filmmaking, so it's important to keep it simple so you don't overwhelm yourself. A helpful rule I use is the 3-2-1 rule. Begin with a 3-page script with just 2 characters and 1 location. This will make it easier to shoot, and it can help you focus on the story you're telling.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. That's very catchy. It's going in the book.
Last but not least, remember, you can't do it alone. Whether it's writing a script, shooting, or editing, it's all about teamwork. So the best way to dip your toes into filmmaking is by joining a club and finding your creative team to help you bring your ideas to screen. I happen to be a part of the Feminist Filmmakers Fellowship myself.
Oh, that's awesome. We have so many great organizations. And thank you, Kevin, so much for sharing all your tips.
Happy to help.
Now, Kevin is one of the many student filmmakers on campus, and be sure to check out his thesis film along with others on May 16th at the Coppola Theater on campus. Now, we're about to meet even more SF State filmmakers up next in a fun game show of Purple Rush.
Welcome to the Purple Rush Game Show. I'm your host, Julian, and we've got some very special guests with us. Today, representing film students here at SF State. Can you name that film with just one line? How about from just one image? Let's find out if these student filmmakers know their stuff. Over here to my left, we have Christian and B representing Team Edward, and on our right, we have London and Amaya on Team Jacob. Not sure if you can tell, but our writer is going through a total twilight phase right now. So Team Edward, please tell us a little bit about yourself and your latest film project.
My name is Christian Yamani. I'm a third-year student here at SF State, and what I'm working on is post-production for my latest film called Proximity.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm B. I am a senior Becca major. I'm not a film student, but I've been working on my sketch show called That's Gay Sketch Show. We're still crowdfunding, so follow us on Instagram, That's Gay Sketch Show.
Awesome. And Team Jacob, would you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm London. I'm working on my film called Oh Shit, which is produced by Christian, and we're still taking donations, so follow me on Instagram, LondonXO.
Hi, I'm Amaya. I'm working on something called Triple Word Score. We're still in pre-production. It's being directed by my friend Emil Manson, who is also a film student. And yeah, we're gonna start crowdfunding soon.
Awesome, thank you. It is so nice to meet you all. Here is how our first round works. I will read a quote from a film. You have 5 seconds to guess which film it comes from. The first team to grab the gator gets to guess. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, the other team gets to steal. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's begin with round one. The timer will start once I finish reading. So, as soon as you know it, grab the gator. Which movie is the following quote from? My mama said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, Team Edward.
Do you want to answer?
I don't know this movie.
Forrest Gump.
All right, let's see if your guess is correct.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Awesome. Great job, Team Edward. You got 1 point for there. On to the next quote. Name this film. You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey. All right. No one has an idea about that one.
I got one.
Okay, Team Edward.
Can I guess?
You can guess.
Is it good? Oh, do we lose a point if I guess wrong though?
Oh,
if
wait,
you guess wrong, they
I know
get
what
a
it is.
chance. So you've got to take a guess.
There's something strange about the Johnsons?
That is incorrect. So we're going to let Team Jacob guess.
Okay, it's my guess. Is this Night at the Museum?
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
No, I obviously threw you all off with that little
I'm
accent I
thoroughly
did.
disappointed. I'm thoroughly disappointed in myself.
Our writer is also thoroughly disappointed right now that you all did not get Twilight.
Who's the writer?
I'm really disappointed with myself.
Who's your writer?
All right, no worries. All right, here is the next quote. Sorry, my Prada's at the cleaners, along with my hoodie and my you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebag. All right, Team Edward.
My you flip-flops say that it's The Social Network.
You were running this company?
Sorry, my Prada's at the cleaners, along with my hoodie and my you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebag.
All right, good job,
kinda
Team
killing
Edward. All right, so we've got 2 for Team Edward right now.
Damn.
Team Jacob, you have no points, so
I
you guys
know.
got to come catch up.
And I don't know this one either.
All right, here we go. Here we go. This is your next quote.
Please grab the gator.
That is your name, isn't it, Calvin Klein? It's written all over your underwear. All right, Team Jacob got that one.
Is it from Back to the Future?
All right, let's see if Team Jacob got that one right.
That is your name, isn't it? Calvin Klein? It's written all over your underwear.
Good job, Team Jacob. Coming in with 1 point, we've got Team Edward with 2 and Team Jacob with 1. Here is our last quote for the round. The score is 2-1. What movie is this from? If the limit never approaches anything, the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist.
What do we do now?
Help!
Someone's got to let it go. I don't know.
I think they fight.
She's on my side, therefore I think I should answer.
All right.
Now they're on mine.
My shoes are slippery down there.
All right. She's got it. She's got it. All right, Team Edward, what is your guess?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. Let's take a look and see if they got it.
If the limit never approaches anything, the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist.
Great job. Great job. That is the end of round 1.
You got
It
wrecked.
looks like Team Edward
would've been
is in the
tied.
lead with a
He's
score of
stronger
3.
than me.
Team Jacob has 1 point, but it is no problem. Maybe they'll catch up in round 2. Stick around after the quick break to find out.
Do you have a favorite movie quote?
Yes, from Roll Bounce. It's actually, you need to stop chewing on those yellow crayons and start chewing on some Colgate, yuck mouth.
You don't smell people's breath that much these days.
No, but you can see their teeth, and if they're yellow, you can just say that.
Yuck mouth.
Shake and Bake, Talladega Nights.
A little bit of shake and then bake.
I don't think I've seen Talladega Nights. Can you explain the context of Shake and Bake to the camera directly?
Well, you got Ricky Bobby and you got his partner. I don't even know his name, but they're a tag team. One says shake, the other says bake. Shake and Bake.
That's cute.
The quote I'm gonna pick is, "She doesn't even go here."
She doesn't even go here.
For some reason, that occupies the same space in my head as, and they were roommates.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Even though one's like from Vine and then one's like from a movie, but it's okay.
What's Vine?
Vine?
I'm joking.
Oh, I was like,
Welcome back to Purple Rush. The score is currently Team Edward with 3 points and Team Jacob with 1 point. In this last round, you'll be given a single image and you'll have 10 seconds to tell me which movie it comes from, just based on that one frame. Once again, the first team to grab the gator after the image is displayed gets to guess. The team with the most points at the end of this round wins it all. Let's get the first image up on the screen.
Should be the game shows, London. Ask all these questions.
Oh, all right, Team Jacob.
It's Dune.
That is the handsome Oscar Isaac in Dune.
Very handsome.
Great job. So now we've got 3-2. Catching up, Team Jacob. Let's see the next image.
Easy.
Oh, all right, Team Edward.
Is it 'cause I'm Asian? Spirited Away.
That is Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away. Great job. That score is now 4-2. Team Edward. Next image, please. All right, Team Jacob.
I don't know. Super Size Me.
All right, that is not correct. Team Edward?
Tina, you fat lard. It's Napoleon Dynamite.
That is the opening
not the movie.
sequence of Napoleon Dynamite. That's the
yeah.
opening sequence. Yeah, good job, Team Edward.
I took
All
a
right,
wild stab in the
5-2. Great job.
It's in
All
and out
right,
the movie.
our final image. Let's see what our final image is.
London. Let them have it. They can't win.
Team Jacob, what was that?
Is it Planet of the Apes?
It is Planet of the Apes.
No, it's 2001: A Space Odyssey.
You were so close.
No, wait, why did I say that? Oh my
That
god.
was wrong.
How are you so close?
Let's see, does Team Edward know?
So close, but so far.
I don't know. It's like, isn't it like Planet of the Apes too?
I think it's
Electric
Star
Boogaloo?
Wars.
All right, so neither one of you got that. That was from Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Wait, how was that
But
close?
there are apes
That's what I said.
that come out in that
Yeah,
scene.
I don't
so
think I
that's
watched
where
that
you were
movie either.
thinking.
I haven't
It's
seen
okay.
that one.
Yeah.
That was our final round with a final score today
Let's
of
go.
5. The Oscar for the best Purple Rush contestant goes to Team Edward.
Whoa!
Wait, you can't take it home? Can't take it home?
You cannot keep that one.
Not that one. So there's more.
Great. Any words you'd like to share with everyone watching at home?
Yes, stay hydrated.
All right, that's enough of that. Thank you all so much. That's all the time we have for. We thank both of our teams for playing this exciting game of Purple Rush. I'm sad our games are over, but don't worry because I'll be back with more next week. For now, stick around because you're about to hear the incredible story of how a professor and SF State students set out to the Philippines to film an unforgettable journey.
Thanks, Julian. It's so fun to see how many filmmakers we have here at SF State. Speaking of filmmakers, back in 2019, some student filmmakers, Becca professors, and a dance professor traveled to the Philippines and worked together to create a pretty incredible documentary. The documentary itself follows Professor Ray Taddeo and his journey to revive 3 forgotten folk dances of the Philippines. We're so lucky today to have a fellow Becca student to talk with us about this meaningful filmmaking journey. Please welcome Emmy-nominated videographer Joshua Prado.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I do have some questions for you if you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did accompany Ray as part of his sabbatical, and your crew went on this incredible journey to revive those 3 forgotten folk dances from the Philippines. What was it like being out there and documenting this journey?
When I was there, like in the Philippines, it was great to see like my own culture because I'm Filipino and actually like experiencing it for myself.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to the Philippines before then?
I've never been to the Philippines before then,
okay.
so that was my first time.
That's exciting.
So, like for Ray, and for me too, it was like coming of age journey because even though like I'm Filipino and I claim to be Filipino, like we finally get to see it live and in person.
It's an interesting part to see, to go back to your roots and see that that come to life right in front of your eyes. But could you tell us a little bit about the struggles that you had during the filmmaking process?
Well, there's some crazy stories like that happened within like planning in itself, and we weren't even supposed to be there. We thought we weren't going to be able to shoot the documentary. So basically, while we were flying like over to the Philippines, we got word that in Manila that the volcano at the Al erupted. So what ended up happening was that Ray had to be in China, our executive director Miriam had to be in Japan, and me, Justin, and Lena, another shooter, another producer, was stuck in Taiwan for 3 days.
Right.
And we just didn't know whether or not the volcano was going to clear up. Our DOP, Jeremiah, was already in the Philippines. Another shooter, Faye, was also in the Philippines, but, we just didn't know if we could still make that because no one was there, essentially.
Yeah. How long did that process end up dragging out for?
We were basically stuck in Taiwan for about 3 nights.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it was just a whole bunch of questions asking from our management down, like, are we still doing this documentary? How can we do it? How can we recover from it? What is our protocol?
Yeah, that's going to be the struggles of documentary making, though. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm glad you guys eventually made it there and were able to do what you guys needed to do. But you initially came onto this project to do audio, and you eventually found yourself filling in for the other positions. What exactly did you do for this film?
So, like you said, I did do audio first, but at times when, cameraman like Jeremiah had to take a break, he'd fill me in and basically be like, yo, Josh, do you want to get on the camera? And then, yeah, I just filled in for camera. And as we rolled towards post-production, we knew we needed editors.
Right.
And as per DOP's request, we didn't hire anyone else because he felt that like the best people to tell the story were the people that are actually there. So he wanted me to basically edit parts of the project.
Do you have editing experience before that?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. All right.
So editing, and basically prepping Ray for when we got like additional shoots, just fill it in.
Yeah. Okay. You did a lot. You did quite a bit on that, and it was a small team. It was like a team of 8, right?
I think at most 8. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, it's really great to see people from San Francisco State involved in projects like this, and I just want to know, like, do you have any words of advice for anybody who wants to take on I know you didn't head this project, but for people who want to take on a project similar or work on a project similar to this?
Like just on this, like in terms of like small projects in general, or
small projects, documentaries, things that are like meaningful and inspiring to people, if that makes sense.
So if there's one thing that I learned through the DOP, through Jeremiah, I was able to get, you know, a lot of jobs, a lot of freelance gigs, and you basically got to be prepared to meet everyone you can, and you really, if you're a shy person, I hope you can get out of that shell, because in Becca or in broadcasting, you're essentially marketing your own skills, and people get to see that. And here in the Bay Area, at least in this local market, you'll see the same people. Like the same people working at CBS is the same people working at NBC.
Yeah.
So they keep on talking.
Yeah. Do you have any specific moment that you've seen make into whatever current cut in the documentary that you have now that you find the most meaningful?
Oh man, so my favorite moment is there's this portion in the documentary where we essentially go to the mountains and we see, like, we're looking for like indigenous like school children and dancers, so they could show their dance off. We make this unexpected stop in the middle of a mountain, and then there's this place called Mabato. And then our advisor, Dr. John Fantilius, goes to like a teacher and be like, oh, these kids, they probably know it. And then we go out and then we film it, and they turn out, they did know it. They know the dance, like everything.
That's crazy. That's
and
incredible.
It affected me a lot because it shows that even though we've been colonized, and even though like through the years, even though with everything, we still have our culture intact.
Yeah.
And we're
You know,
still very much Filipino.
I'm really excited to see that, and we do have a sneak peek of the documentary that we're going to show today on our show, and let's take a look.
So I'm submitting my sabbatical leave application to come to San Narciso to research and revive several folk dances from the town.
Things like this, the culture, should always be kept.
The possibilities are opening up for me to revive, restore, record these dances. Super, super excited. Yeah, I'm gonna get my ticket and go.
That looks really great. Thank you so much, Josh, and be sure to check out their documentary, Forgotten Folk Dance, coming this October to KQED and TFC. And guess what? A sneak preview will also be taking place here on campus. So follow their Instagram and website for details. Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all our student filmmakers who joined us today.
And remember, if you're thinking of going out and trying something new like filmmaking, there are a ton of clubs you can join.
Whether you're making a film with a cinema org or watching a film with friends, you always need some good snacks to keep you going. And for our next episode, we're cooking up a fun show all about food.
We'll share tips for preparing easy meals.
We'll take a closer look at what Cafe Russo has to offer.
I've got a super special game show planned.
Well, this should be interesting.
All right. So follow our Instagram at SFSYou and subscribe to our YouTube channel at KSFS Media, and we'll see you next time on
SFSYou.
That's a wrap.